Welcome to the podcast. Your boy, the South Bouse, holding it down. I'm with Big Lynch and Donny Duckets.
Oh, what up?
A couple big things I want to talk about. No, I'm kidding. I want to talk about Taco Bell Crocs.
I want to talk about demonetization at the top of the episode.
I want to talk about demonization. We're going to be demonizing today.
We're on demon time. Okay.
No, but the truth is I want to talk about Carmela Creeper. I want to talk about Taco Bell Crocs. You know, I just stepped into the Croc game. Did you know that?
I was actually with you when you tried to step into the Croc game, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
They weren't ready for you here in Florida. That's for sure.
So I ended up ordering 2 pairs of Crocs. I got off-road blacks. So they have the tactical
stop right there.
ankle bracelet. And I got some white Crocs. They made me take the ugly ass things people pop in their Crocs, like they're all about it. They have like Minecraft.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Exactly
What if I have one?
What are they called?
Like I don't know what the official name would be. I don't know the SKU number. I would call that I'd kind of call that
Flare.
a charm, maybe.
I call it flare.
Yeah, flare or a charm sounds good to me. No, someone referred to it as gibbets.
Ooh.
And I was like, that's what
Sounds
they're
super
called.
racist, man. Relax.
I think, yeah, to us.
I got my
They're
white
racist
Crocs.
to us.
My white Crocs full of gibbets.
Yeah, they made me take they gave me a pack of gibbets. Like the only way I can get the size 15 whites were with a pack of gibbets that I didn't select.
Oh.
And it was peace sign emoji, which I thought was pretty funny.
It's not bad.
A unicorn, which like maybe if it was 2008, Tumblr Harley, I'd be all about the unicorn. A rainbow. Which also, like, I don't mind.
Are they trying to get canceled?
Are they grooming you or?
I got this. I got. By the way, he's joking. I got this in Florida, so I didn't want to roll out in Florida with the rainbow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I do.
And then I thought about it. Some people, some dudes, they could hide their spiciness. Like I see on TikTok, some guys will be like me hanging out with my straight friends and then be like me with the girls, and they look like completely different people. They got it both. Some people, their level of spiciness, like can't hold back. You would know. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, do I put the rainbow gibbets on? Some people have the rainbow gibbets walk, regardless, like no matter what, you know. And I think about that. I'm in Florida. I'm 6'6". Like, you know, I'm like a capable person. You know, I'm independent. I'm not, you know, I could be out late at
You're
night.
not armed.
I'm scared of rocking the rainbow gibbets.
Yeah.
In June, it's been wild. You know what I mean? Oh, I got to say, I am an ally. I just want everyone to know that. I like.
But you're shook though.
I like my gay friends, like Donny Duckets over here.
Yeah.
But,
How do you think we met?
shook. I was shook.
No.
Yeah.
So like, why the need to buy? I feel like Crocs. Now you waited till Crocs became super popular and then sort of died down a bit. Now you're ready for the Croc game, or the Crocs have come back, or they've never left.
See, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad, honestly, Lynch, I'm glad you're here because I set this up just for trouble with the show.
Yeah. This is the hiking poles.
So what made you get Crocs?
Yeah. This is the hiking poles all over again.
Yeah, I like that though. I like that. It makes sense. The truth is, who brought Crocs? I think that was Brett Man Rock that brought Crocs like to the next level within the last couple years.
I thought it was
I'll believe that.
Or something.
I'll believe that. I would believe that too. Like they got like same energy in some ways, but like I saw him, you know, deadlifting 405 pounds in a skirt, looking like just like a spicy psycho, and I liked it
though.
No, but he's been rocking the Crocs like when they were still kind of ugly, and then there was those Margaritaville Crocs. And the lineup for them was a huge lineup. I was in LA when they dropped. And I was like, at that point, I was like, you know, I didn't want Crocs. But it's just been a hot summer, and I kind of want to slide my foot into something no socks and not worry about it.
Aren't those just
flip-flops? It
like
just hasn't been it.
Is that just
I have those, but it just hasn't really been it. I kind of want the ankle support there,
Like
but I don't want a sandal. I have sandals also.
You're calling that ankle support, that little strap behind there? That's like
You don't know my off-road Crocs, but I don't want to hear it.
your sport mode is.
You put these off-road Crocs on.
Yeah.
What does it have?
With the sport strap in the back, just a
Sure.
little Velcro on the back. That's all. You can tighten it in the back.
Is it like
Seems super
paracord or
supportive?
something?
Bro, you'll want to do karate right away.
It is.
You'll literally be
paracord.
doing
You know what it is.
karate. Didn't you used to do Taekwondo?
No, man. I'll fucking kick you.
Yeah,
right in
you'll
the
be
face.
back.
I'll kick
You'll
you
be
right
back.
in the face right now.
I swear, you put on these off-road Crocs, you'll be the Taekwondo boy that you were destined to be.
Bro, I'd love to see your fucking hamstring get smoked on a high kick right now.
You don't say that. You don't say that to a 30-something-year-old because that's like.
Next time I see you, I'm jump kicking you in the face.
Yeah, no, don't
wait.
jump. You could head kick me, but your other foot has to be on the ground.
No.
You guys wouldn't fuck with Crocs. Lynch, you would get these Taco Bell Crocs, that's for sure.
You know what? I would until I saw what they looked like, and that's where I was like, I don't know, because they're like a weird version. They kind of went weird with it. It's
got
like
a different tread.
No, it's just like
a slide. It's like a semi-slide.
It's just a
not
Croc
the
slide.
Yeah.
It's not an actual Croc, which seems like a really bad decision. I don't understand why they would do this.
I've owned Croc slides, and
So-
I could say they were the best slides I've ever had.
Yeah, I've heard that about them. The
So-
Croc slides they've had their day. They're not back quite like the ugly Croc, but
I have the Hoka slide, and that's top tier right there. If I was ranking slides right now, and I've had them all. I've had
you know about Hoka, Donnie?
the old school
I know
Adidas
about
with the
Hoka.
pins in them. You know the Adidas back in the day where they had like those like
Yeah.
Like, those weren't even
That, like,
comfortable.
that massage,
Wasn't a massage.
sole.
No.
No, it wasn't.
So it wasn't massage.
It
That was
a
like
fucking- it was
torture
a
tape. Yeah,
circus
torture
trick.
slice.
Yeah.
They're like, you want to be tortured while you walk? Here you go. And we all bought them for some reason.
bed
I've had-
bed of nails kind
the
of
Jordans,
aesthetic.
the Nikes. I haven't got the Gucci slides, but my Hokas stand above all of it. The Crocs, I just think they fucked up. This is a bad call.
No, you're right. Good guys, to guys listening, it's just basically it looks like the Croc slide, which is just like a flip flop, but I think it's got a pretty cool gradient. It's like that new fancy Taco Bell coloring, which is like it's like the purple to the charcoal, and it says Live Mas in white. I think if they did the
Fancy
big
Taco
ugly Croc, and they did the old Taco Bell imagery, that might be a hit. Yeah, but
I don't know. I don't rate it.
Stuff.
Honestly, I don't rate it. I give it a. I don't. This doesn't pass the test for me for products. I feel like we review a lot of products here, like fast food, merch, and so far, I like the reason why it makes sense is because if I'm getting Taco Bell, 90% chance I'm wearing slides while I'm getting my Taco Bell. That's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I'm in
this
my
is
car
too
with
on the
slides
nose.
on.
This is too on the nose. Like if you show up in your Taco Bell slides,
I'm
to get
wavering a
Taco
little
Bell.
bit now because now that I think about it, I am wearing slides when I go to Taco Bell. That's a guarantee.
you know what? Listen, I actually don't want to talk about Crocs the whole episode. Let's talk about blow and firearms. No, I'm joking. I do. No, I'm not joking that I don't want to talk about Crocs anymore. But I was in Miami and I hung out with. No,
Okay.
seriously, like I like my Crocs.
What
There's
happened?
guys don't even. I don't want to hear about it.
It's because we're 9 minutes in, and he's like, "All right, Crocs."
Yeah,
That's-
like I'm gonna throw my fucking Crocs out. I'm just tired of it already.
Oh, you
Like I didn't love them that much. Now, like that's how much I don't want to ruin my Crocs. So like we're just.
Okay.
All right.
So, anyways, I'm in Miami getting my dick sucked by a man. No, it was good times in Miami, but I hung out with some of my, I got, Donnie, this. I have like interesting friends out there that you've
Debatable.
sometimes been like, what's up with this guy? Some guys that I know from Twitch podcasts and stuff, and it's like a big white dude, and he says the N-word,
Okay.
not hard R.
Okay.
But still, he just he says that, and every time I'm always like, he
He says it like on the reg, or he was
like I
was he
met him for the
was
first
he
time.
rapping or something?
No, I met him for the first time in Miami.
Yeah.
But before that, I had been on podcasts with him on stuff on Twitch. But now he's on like the alternate streaming sites.
Yeah. What's it
So
called
he's
again?
well, it's not alternate. This one's not that alternate. It's Kick.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, but no, you might be thinking of Rumble though.
No, I'm thinking of Kick.
Okay, well, either way, yeah, he's on that. But he says he'll say like something like I'm that N-word.
Okay.
So something I would never say.
How old is he?
28, 27?
Okay. No, it's just that something I've noticed that I pointed this out to my girlfriend and she thought I was crazy. I was like,
Girlfriend, this show off.
I watch a lot of these, what do you call them? Internet videos. And I noticed that like people in high school, no matter what color, are kind of dropping it, you know, without the hard R with impunity, as if it's just part of the lexicon. It's kind of how they speak. It's the accepted slang that they're saying it. White, Asian, black, brown, everyone's saying it. And I'm like,
not people that I know really, but like
no one I
guess
know.
maybe
I'm
the
literally
younger
saying,
generation.
I'm literally talking about like high school fight videos on Reddit. Like,
Yeah. Is that like, I'm like, let's say, well, it happened. I'm at lunch with this guy. But he says that, like, he'll say, like, I'm that N-word. Is this my responsibility? Am I supposed to be like, hey, like, don't. I do say that. By default, I'm like, yo, don't say that. You can't say that.
right.
But like, it's not like, I'm not like, if you say that again, I'm leaving. I'm like, don't say that. You can't say that. But like, I feel like he's going to say it again.
Because you're
You know
saying,
what I mean?
I feel like you're saying don't say that, not so much because you care that he said it, more because you don't want to be around that word and you don't want to be seen sitting with the guy saying that word. You're not like, hey, bro,
like weird,
change your entire life. You're not trying to tell this guy, but you're more just
there's
like
a weird thing, like, because like, like when I'm like, you can't say, hey, you can't say that. Like, technically, you can say that. But like now it's like my bluff is called because what am I gonna do? Like I don't fight this person.
right.
You know? If I was at lunch next table over and two guys started fighting and they're rolling around, I would never fight this guy, by the way. But like these two people are like fighting and they're rolling around on the tables and stuff. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? And there's the guy's like, he just said this terrible thing about Jewish people. And I'm defending you. I'd be like, okay, thanks. But like, you know, maybe you guys just chill out. You're ruining my lunch. You want to sit down and just chill? Like, I feel, you know what I mean? Like he called my bluff. I'm like, you can't say that. I don't think it hits like for real. Cause like what, like, yeah, I mean, like, I know you're going to say that.
Truthfully, what you're supposed to do, yeah, you're supposed to be like, nah, I'm not in on this. But you also live in like a content world headspace. You also are non-confrontational. So like, and you're not sure if you can beat this person up. So there's a lot at play here.
After my last match, I'm not trying to beat anybody up.
Like, there's a lot at play and a lot of factors going into it. But the truthful answer is like, yeah, you're supposed to be like, nah. You're supposed to stand on it and be like, nah, man, I don't play with that. But I think a lot of people don't.
Even if I could beat him up less, I would fight even less in that scenario.
It's hard because you just don't even know.
There's
like,
no
how do you even know
you should fight this guy?
How do you even know?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so then it's like the bluff is called essentially, right? Because it's like it's not, but you're not. But I think what you were saying still is relevant. Everything, the other points.
Well, like if you're a person who like is a threatening person, you don't necessarily have to fight. You just have to be a person that person who's saying the wrong word is like, oh damn, maybe I should be quiet right now.
Well, he also said crazy shit about Jewish people.
Yeah,
but I also think you're discounting your own because you're like saying, oh, he could call my bluff. But let's say he says it like he drops it like, oh, I'm that, you know, N-word, and you're like, bro, don't say it. You can't say that.
Well, what's crazy?
And then he keeps saying it. He starts saying it over and over again. You would stand up and walk away and leave this situation.
What is crazy? I did see him say it in like super public settings in front of many people of color on like channels that I would say are, I don't know, like channels that are, I guess would be like not that are exist on YouTube, I guess is what I would say, like in clips there, which I find super interesting.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And I think some people just go, hey man, it's just a word, like he's just joking. It's all satire. This entire thing is satire, which is kind of the big debate online nowadays. I think amongst a lot of people is, can it just everything be a joke and words have no meaning? Like, well, where's the line? And I think that just differs for so many different people. It's just every person's different. And if everything's a joke and words mean nothing, then that person's perspective is that I can say what I want. That's not how I approach life personally, you know.
Yeah, I definitely like in terms of confrontational. Yeah, you in scenarios like that, you would be more prone to being confrontational, probably under certain circumstances. I'm kind of like if someone, if you know, if he was like, I'm that N-word, you know, I'm like, you can't say that. Sure you are, bud. Sure you are. But if the word was weaponized against a person, then in that scenario, I would get involved with. And I'm not saying, and actually, I don't think he would ever do that, by the way. I don't think he would ever do that. But I'm just saying in that scenario, I would get involved, and I would get physical or like support a person in that scenario, or at least I like to think I would, you know?
So you said I would get physical. What I do, and we actually touched on this a bit with Sam a couple episodes ago, where he like
General Sam,
where I'm a bit of
we had fun on Mount Vesuvius, by the way.
I'm an undercover, like I'm an undercover Jew, right? Like I actually sometimes will say things to prompt a response or see where people stand, because if you look at me, your first thought isn't Jew. You're like, oh, okay. And I've done that many times in my life. Just
people
to
look
see.
at you and people look at you and they're like, we acknowledge that we're on your land. That's what I would think if I saw you
with the right tan.
I'd be like, yo, I want you to know that I'm acknowledged.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a mystery at times. If you catch me in the right lighting, you're just not really sure. Like I could cross. I've had many people walk up to me speaking different languages, and I'm like, bro,
yeah, if I saw you in LA, I'd be like, yo, what's going on? Let's see. Make up wrong.
Maybe I should change my identity.
Wait, I can't do that, but I just did.
No, you can't. You can't.
No, you can't.
I mean, sounds
I'm
like
gonna come downstairs and punch you in the face.
He's about to get physical. Yeah,
his father. Yeah,
fuck you up. I don't. Ultimately, I don't think like I do like catching people and like thinking that I'm part of the team. They're like, oh yeah, like saying something super racist about Jews or something, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, by the way, like this is I have a moment of great satisfaction because I'm like, oh damn.
My friend has such
like
a good story.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
To go deeper. I'm like, don't stop there.
Yeah, exactly.
What about the banks?
Harley Bornstein though? Like someone knows your full name. I mean, you're pretty much toast.
It's the name that gets me.
The name keeps me undercover.
It's the name, or like sometimes what I'm talking about. If I'm like, save it and invest
in Bitcoin. Yeah, no, my friend has a good story like that. I mean, not a great story, but just that exact scenario, Lynch, where she's working a cash register at a shoe store, and this guy is hitting on her. This like random fucking dude that she's not into is hitting on her, and he's like, "Oh, I love your hair. What nationality are you?" Blah blah blah, and she's just kind of like, haha, you know, she's deflecting him, whatever, and he buys these shoes and they literally come out to, you know, $99.99, and he gives $100 bill, and she goes to give him back the penny.
No, why do people say this?
And he goes, oh, it's fine. Keep it for the Jews.
What? But you know, that person doesn't, I promise you, I can't promise you. I believe a lot of people that say things like that don't realize, like they really might even think it's cute.
It's my understanding that this was like a South Asian or Middle Eastern person.
Listen,
for whatever that's worth.
What are you saying now, though?
I'm saying,
no, bro.
I'm providing further context.
Now I'm the guy. You can't say that.
I feel responsible for, you know, lessening the amount of hate towards Jews just because of the amount of people. Like I never was around a lot of guys. Like most guys never met Jews until they met me. No, growing up, so I feel like I you know, you break down that barrier.
Wow, one of the good ones over here.
I work in that environment where I tell people I'm Jewish, and they're like, no,
they're so confused.
They're like, where's your twisty sideburns though? I'm like, yeah, it doesn't work like
it is
that.
True though. People really have, it's really crazy because if you grew up where you grew up, it's like super insular and you're around people that are like you, and if you step outside that, it is fucking crazy to see people's worldviews sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's what you think?
They think it's all like.
But you can't even
aesthetics.
blame them because they haven't even, like, you're talking about a very small population. They've never come across something like that other than what they see online. And if you look online, check the comment sections, bro. see what's going
The
down.
craziest thing, well, I mean, the craziest thing, it's crazy how much hate there is against Jews, considering how few of them there are. You know what I mean? It's
But
like,
now you're gonna get all the conspiracy.
Really lets
theorists
you know
out
how
there.
much they suck. Am I right? No, listen, here's the truth. I don't want to talk about Jews anymore. I actually don't. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm
right.
Jewish. I'm happy to be Jewish, but I'm not
Okay.
that happy to be
This-
Jewish. I'm kind of being sick of it right now, and I don't really want to talk about
This
it.
fucking-
Maybe I'm not going to be Jewish after this.
this Jew's sitting here in Crocs,
Yeah,
tired of
exactly.
talking.
Yeah,
Tired
listen,
of all
and you know
of
what?
that.
I still want to talk about Miami, so this is going to be tricky.
Okay.
I'm there and I'm hitting the gym. I was staying at a nice condo. I'm hitting the gym every single day, full gym there. I'm doing my whole thing. I feel good, but it doesn't matter. There's no competition.
No, I don't want to talk about the gym anymore, bro. I'm sorry. Honestly.
You have to give it some time. You gotta let it percolate a little bit. I wasn't shutting it down right away. I gave Crocs a shot. I gave the Jews a shot, but I'm fucking done. So I'm in this gym, but it's no competition.
Clip
Florida
that up,
food,
someone.
The Florida food is a whole other beast. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do. I wake up in the morning. I was having Greek yogurt and a protein scoop. So it was like 50 grams of protein, 6 grams of sugar, carbs, and like no fat. It was great. But then every other meal you have, anything you eat there is fucking 1,700 calories. And like weird ass calories too. Things that like I like just make my body look like a hot dog.
I'm still mad about our lunch, you and I. Like, we didn't get our
I'm
bread.
furious. You know what I ended up having for dinner? We went to Grand Luxe Cafe, by the way, guys. I don't know if you know about Johnny. Do you know about Grand Luxe Cafe?
I do not.
It's basically like a step up from the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
It
Feels like a
didn't really
step
feel
down.
like it.
Feels like a
Didn't
step
really feel
down.
like it. Yeah, it didn't feel like it.
We got profiled the second we walked in. We got profiled by them.
Yeah,
So
because
that's-
Lynch posted up with his kid. Great baby. Very cute. Did
Dude.
not want to say a word to me.
But
Mean
they made
mugging
it.
me the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I get
suspicious,
that
like,
too.
I was
get that too.
Roblox. I was Fortnite Roblox Among Us.
But they put us in like the shitty area of the restaurant where they're like, this is where the children can go. Not in our dining room. And I'm like, this place isn't that fancy. Like, relax. We're not at
but this is like if Cheesecake is Toyota, Grand Lux is Lexus.
not even.
But imagine if
they
Lexus
want it
was
to be
shit.
though. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. They didn't have love for it.
It's the
I ended up
Avalon.
going to Cheesecake. I ended up going to Cheesecake for dinner.
See,
Oh, yeah.
How much better was it?
Much better.
Yo.
Yeah, this was it was ugly, but there's no competition. Everything you eat is 1,700 calories, and so it goes to weird places, man. Does shit like under my armpit on one side,
That's
like,
a fucking tumor,
my
bro.
thighs, like my thigh, like the back of my thighs. Could be tumors too. Like it's like my foot falls asleep at night. Like I'm not even doing it. My foot's sleeping.
That's called diabetes, dude.
Yeah,
Weird
exactly.
shit. Yeah, I have a
That's
whole
what that
other
is,
problem.
man.
You're like, man, this food does weird shit. I got blood
Yeah.
clots, heart attacks.
So I'm
my
back home.
My left arm is numb.
But I'm back home. None of it. My energy is higher. Like everything throughout the day is better. And it's just when I go to the US, especially if I go to Florida, the deeper I go in, and I love it. I love it. It hits
Yeah.
hard and there's no escaping it. You have to just like you have to eat at home. If you live in the USA, guys, are you listening?
No, but even
like, you
the
can't,
grocery
you don't have
stores are
anything.
fucked, bro.
Yeah, you gotta literally like
But I find like the deeper you go into Florida, the higher the sodium level gets. It's fucking. There's a formula there somewhere.
I'll tell you what's shocking about the States, and I'm trying to feel for people living down here is that the cost is the exact same as Canada or more expensive for everything. It's shocking to me. I can't even believe how fucked people are here.
and the exchange is like 60% now.
Yeah, we're getting everything. I look at my credit card. I'm like, oh shit, I paid double for this thing right now.
Yeah, we used to like going to the US to get the deals on stuff. It was,
Yeah,
like, a
especially
benefit.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
especially
of course.
food.
Now the grocery store is
Clothing?
literally the exact same.
I wonder
It's
if
worse.
people if people know that. I don't know if that's a thing. People know that Canadians will actually come across the border just to buy groceries. That's shit we did in the 90s because they had like cereal and pizzas and just things we couldn't get. So you would
In the
drive.
90s, we didn't get movies at the same time in the US, and the movies Ninja Turtles came out like 8 months before in the US. And I remember going to New York, like driving down and seeing it with my brother and sister. Same with the original Batman, the Michael Keaton Batman.
What the fuck
Is that an Uncrustables? What flavor? Grape?
What? Oh, yeah, it's just a grape jelly Uncrustable.
I can't believe
Oh,
you just did that whole.
yeah.
Oh, this?
Yeah. It's like it was like an infomercial where it's like, oh, hello there.
Yeah,
Like,
guys,
you
we're just
forgot
posting
the
up,
cap.
trying to have this conversation. This guy pulls out an Uncrustables, a Smucker's Uncrustables,
As if it was never referenced on
and
the
we're
pod.
like, "What?" And he's like, "What? This?
He's
That
like,
looks so fucking fire!"
Yeah.
Oh my
Not
god,
gonna lie. 10 on 10.
is that chill toasted also, or is you just soft room
You,
temp?
you actually just take it out of the freezer and let it sit for 30 minutes, and you can just eat it.
Honestly, I was gonna sitting on it physically sounds like a good move. Even
Seems
I
a little.
I want that heated up like by my own ass. As weird as that sounds, it looks like it's perfect if I sat on it.
Just tuck it behind your knee or something.
If you're like a sicko like Donnie, you pick yourself a nice OnlyFans model, have her sit on your Uncrustables for like 30 minutes. That's the temperature you want. I actually, when I was in Miami, I went to this OnlyFans girl's apartment condo,
I'm listening.
and I was like blown away. I was blown away. She had these two dogs. It's actually funny. I went in there. She was like, there was a bunch of people, not just me. I wasn't like, hey, what up, what up? No, it's like a gathering. And I went into her. She was like, yeah, if you guys are hungry, grab whatever you want. I went into the hamper and I saw like the
Hamper?
what? The pantry.
The
The
truth
pantry
comes
room.
out,
The
bro.
pantry room. What the pantry was? The pantry just in a cupboard, or was
Like
it?
she's talking to like there was no debate between any of us. This was a motherfucking pantry.
Thank you.
Like you would back this. Like you'd be like, there's a pantry.
Shouts to her.
We can actually. Anyways, go on. We could
So we
talk
pull-
more about this.
I pull up in the
got
the hamper,
updates.
pantry hamper. I'm in the hamper. I'm just like a dirty
Doing
pant-
laundry. You're doing laundry in the hamper.
Yeah, he's not doing laundry. He's
So I'm an
looking
idiot.
for laundry.
So I'm in the pantry and I see like she got these big, and she was like a little bodybuilder type, and she had these huge bags of protein there, and she was like, yeah, everyone. I saw that and I was like, oh, interesting. She had this like French bulldog and a Doberman, and one of the guys there was like, I want to have protein shake, and I was like, oh, she has protein in there. He's like, I saw the bags, and I was like, yeah. And so we went and like pulled out the bag, and it was this huge protein bag, and it was like protein, but it had like a picture of a French bulldog on it. It was like protein for dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was like, and I was just like, this is such an American product. Like, you don't get this here. This isn't in a store here.
Yeah.
It's not in a warehouse in this country. Like, we get that from your country, and I don't even know if the border's going to let it come through. They're gonna be like, I don't know about this. But anyways, the shelf up.
Did
She
you
had
guys
like
try it?
every pro. No, I didn't. She had every other. If you guys were there and we had cameras rolling, like 100%. But she had every protein there. Like she had Elf protein, like the movie Elf, and it was like maple syrup and pancakes. And she had fruity pebbles and cocoa pebbles, and strawberry cheesecake. There's just all these. And anyways, apartment was so
She had
crazy. It had
banana split.
huge no, she didn't have that. Let's not get crazy now. Huge patio, projector. It was like a 3-bedroom, like literally like in a very expensive area. I don't want to dox this person. And I was just like, man, that ass is paying for all this. That ass is paying for all this. And she also had like a house elsewhere, and I was like, damn.
Does this make you agree with your friend, your reference, your buddy you were talking about, who says the wrong words, who says that basically this whole thing is that women aren't easy mode? Like
He got me there. Yeah, he this was his friend.
Okay, so but I'm saying like
And like, you know what was really interesting about the dynamic? was like she wasn't the only OnlyFans girl. There was a couple OnlyFans girls, and there was like a whole bunch of dudes. And like those OnlyFans girls, like they were like they like the girls paid for the night. Like all of them, like you have like the whole like red pill squad pulled up, and it's like the OnlyFans girls. It's like getting there in their sports car. They're getting the Ubers and whatever food or favors going on. Like they're sponsoring it. It's this person's place. And it was just an interesting dynamic. I'm never hanging out with,
but
just
it's also
baller OnlyFans.
That's people. The 1%, right? Because isn't it?
That's the top 0.2% or whatever.
That's what I mean. But they just also, wasn't it you that told me that those numbers are kind of fuzzy because of the way they consider?
It was my theory. That was my theory. Sorry, so, you tell them my theory.
Well, the theory is that like you see a lot of girls will post their OnlyFans and they'll say they're in the top, 0.5%, they're in the top 1%, the top whatever. And that's because they consider all users, not just models. So if you make one to
just jack off, you're part of that percentage that they're
exactly. You're part of the like global number that they're drawing.
So you're like top 10, like they could be like top 3%, but it's like only 20% of the accounts made actually upload content. But that's a theory. I made that all. That's not a theory. That's just a game theory. I forget what he says. Anyways, it's a dumb YouTube reference.
But yeah, a lot of girls don't do as well as the girls that you were.
But I heard, just for a point of reference, I heard that like top 10% makes about $1,000 a month.
Did you like?
It's not a lot of money.
Were you on an OnlyFans account? Did you join in? Like, what happened? Did you?
No. But actually, I shouldn't. No, I'm kidding. No, nothing fun or interesting happened. Like, listen, bro, catch me at certain times in my life. Let's just say. I would have fucked up. I would have fucked up.
What you're saying is you could have fucked up.
I actually don't know. I didn't even take a shot or try and anything.
Don't you dare do it.
What?
You're cracking a second energy drink?
You're sick, dude. Honestly, you have a sickness.
This guy's getting on a flight in how many hours?
Like tomorrow night. You're tripping, dude. That's crazy.
Are you done?
Not really. I'm trying to save your life, man.
I'm trying to get on this fucking OnlyFans money, bro.
Yeah.
This place was sick. The dogs were sick. That ass was paying for the whole thing, and it was cool. And and one girl there.
You're gonna get us a fucking discount code on that follow or what?
Listen, this girl there blew this guy there. And she put it on her OnlyFans as $100 video. How much money do you think she made on that 13-minute BJ video? The number I'm going to give you is the number that she gave me.
$5,000.
140,000.
140,000. $278,000.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
What's fucked up is Donny would blow you for $278,000.
Not if it was going to take you 13 minutes, though.
Not with your fucking. It won't. Am I right?
I'm not gonna lie. It makes me kind of depressed.
Yeah.
Just like hearing that makes me.
And that's why you're red pill, and that's sad. That's sad.
I
knew it came from somewhere. I literally did.
I don't know, man. Just what's going on?
You just want to make sure you save for your daughter's college.
That's the thing.
I've already done that.
The thing is, like, I mean, God, I'd have fun doing that job. Shit, I swear I'd be good at it too. I promise. But the thing is, I think about it like the one bad scenario to me, and I'm not judging anyone about it at all. I just judge society. Let's say. I hear about like kids who get like bullied over it. Like I wouldn't want to add to my kids. And I'm not saying they do, like, anyways, it's a touchy thing. It's just I just like, I think about my scenario, and I'm happy and I'm content. And it would be cool to have, you know, a job like that you enjoy and you can get all these luxuries. But maybe like sometimes I look back 20 years and the things that I thought were important then are not important now. And in 20 years from now, I'm going to look back maybe and just be like, I was fine. I didn't need to suck off all those dudes on that website, you know? And now little Harley's getting murked at school because everyone has the fucking custom t-shirts made of me spread eagle with my ball skin squeezed between my ass cheeks and my penis head in my belly button. And I'm walking with my feet pointing outwards. And I have cat ears on and
GPT-4 on that fucking.
And I have holsters with firearms in them, but the firearms are super soakers filled with piss and shit and nut and cum. Can you believe in Ghostbusters? Dan Aykroyd got a blowjob from a ghost. That part always confused me as a kid. I was like, what is going on here? And then you're like, watch it back when you're 14. You're like, oh, he's getting his dick sucked by a ghost. Can't believe they throw a phantom BJ in the middle of Ghostbusters like that.
It's
yeah,
like, there's one scene from
the Ghostbusters got a bust, bro.
That's true. I was.
You ever heard "Bustin' Makes Me Feel Good"?
Well,
I don't know.
So it's a remix. You guys look it up. Bustin' It's only about the busted part of the Ghostbusters song. It's great.
Yeah, I was watching
Golf.
That's true. But no, I was watching like Jerry Maguire not too long ago, and like for some reason, Tom Cruise is like,
you fucking would watch
he's like
Jerry Maguire.
But he's like on the porch sucking her tits. And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, that blew me away. That blew me away.
I was like, this real? I can't remember. I don't know if it's real or if I'm tripping. I'm like, is this really going down?
You literally get like Tom Cruise out here sucking tits.
Yeah, it's wild. So
I saw
big decision for the movie. I was like, I don't know.
You think he's acting or he's sucking tit how Tommy would suck tit? You know, like is that Jerry Maguire?
Have you seen him?
Or is that my boy Tom Cruise, undercover actor, pretending like this scene's all about sucking the titty when he's really
like,
just
this
the
is
guy.
how we do it on Xanadu. I've seen Jerry Maguire exactly one time in my entire life, and that was in the theater. So tell me, when was that? 95, 96?
Yeah, I bet you didn't pick up on that tit sucking scene. That's for sure.
I mean, I picked up on it. That's all we
forgot
had.
about it, though. You should watch it again.
I 1,000% forgot about it.
I watched Jerry Maguire one time 2 years ago.
That was your first time?
Up. Never watched it. Never in my life. But like during pandemic, I was like, I should watch all those movies that are great movies that I never wanted to watch, because I was like, I don't want to watch Jerry Maguire. I've heard 95,000 jokes referenced, referencing Jerry Maguire.
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
It was 96.
I'm not gonna, I mean, it's and did you have a good time? Was it? It
was incredible.
Right?
It was incredible.
I was like,
I get it.
Honestly?
This shit could drop today, would be a fucking bop tomorrow. Only thing missing was Tom Cruise didn't get his dick sucked by a ghost. He sucked the titty, though. Show me the money. Show me the money.
So yeah, fucking lot of calories in Florida is the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've got me and Tom Cruise sucking titties, pulling up in the nut.
You know what the point is? I take back everything we talked about. When we were shitting on Uncrustables.
We were not shitting on them.
Just reminded me. Yeah, we did. We did.
We shit.
We did. I think we did.
We did big.
I don't like the plastic. I'll go on the record saying I don't like that you have to have plastic every time you eat a fucking peanut butter and jam sandwich now.
You know, this is the price you have to pay.
Yeah, okay, bro. Go pick up fucking garbage on the ocean. We don't want to hear about it.
Lynch's daughter's the one who's going to fucking fly the helicopter in the water.
Don't bring her into this.
Her daughter.
Yeah.
Listen, when I was in the U.S., I wanted to get Uncrustables. I forgot. And another thing I forgot was I wanted to get the pizza at Subway. They have a pizza. I saw it on TikTok. And I saw it on TikTok, and I was like, okay, interesting. But I saw someone get it. And they're like, yeah, I got it because I saw the TikTok, same TikTok that I saw. And it didn't even look good. Theirs was like the real one. And
Doesn't sound good.
They were like, it's incredible. And then I was like, okay, that's just enough for me to want to try it. That's all. I'm down to try it. Why does it even exist? Like the Subway pizza, it's not even a pizza. It's just like, it's not what you
because
think. Like, but
I feel like
crazy out there.
Have you noticed just like everything's getting crazier? Like I try and picture what
I
try and picture what's going to be like the food release in 10 years from now, like what the plan's going to be. Because every time I see something like, especially when we do this, I'll be like looking through shit. I'm like, really? I'm like, do we really need this? Like, do we really need to like, I don't know, bring back the double down? Do we have to like,
whoa.
Do we have to?
Whoa.
Do we have to have like basically take Epic Mealtime and then apply it to any fast food restaurant?
Like we were joking, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's come down to. It's like it's ridiculous. I just look at it.
They panicked.
Yeah, but it goes deeper. If you went to yourself like in like 2003 and you were like, "Yo, seems crazy what you're doing," you're gonna be like on a show with your big cool cousin Harley. And it'll be like you'll be talking, and you'll be like, "Whoa!" Like I'll be like on the radio. You'll be like, "Nah, it's like different." I'd be like, "Whoa, that's what I do," and you'll be like, "Yeah, everyone does that." And you'd be like, "What?" And you'll be like, "No, literally, everyone is gonna have a microphone, and they're gonna talk for like 2-3 hours at a time. What do they talk about? Everything,
bro." I think about this.
Uncrustables.
Actually, every day. Sometimes
and ghosts.
I get depressed about that too. I'd be like, man, there might be like the amount of podcasts, and this is funny that we're talking about this on a podcast that exists online right now is so fucking unfathomable. I can't even. I just like how, why?
Yeah, when
like,
you find out,
just like look around, dude. Like I know you live on Reddit, but like if you just go on the internet on like YouTube, it's just a million fucking every.
Wait, you think I'm like stuck on Reddit? I can't see the podcast.
I think your whole life is filtered through Reddit. That's what I believe. In fact,
no, he's a podcast boy. He's one of the first podcast boys, just like you.
I was thinking about him because Reddit. I thought Reddit's done. I thought everyone's mad at Reddit. That's it. It's finished. It's done. It's finished. Everyone said fuck Reddit.
There's a lot of angry people out there.
Are you one of the angry people?
I would say. Well, I'd like.
Are you letting
to
one
hear that? This is. We could just shift gears for a second.
I'm the worst person.
Let's talk to Donny because this is actually a Redditor. I would say more than every YouTuber that I've heard talk about the Reddit thing. You're probably more of a Redditor than them. You moderate a couple subreddits. We won't dox you, but I mean, like, what's going on? Tell us what's up with this.
Honestly,
from your perspective,
I'm the worst fucking person on Reddit right now because
you didn't shut down your subreddit that you moderate.
I did not shut down the subreddit.
Okay.
But I don't agree with these changes. I don't know all the details, and I'm literally just
have an addiction.
No. I don't have the bandwidth to like care about apps like this very much, even one that I use all the time. So whatever the fuck is going on, and I'm still just doom scrolling. Because what I use Reddit for is like, let's say it goes away, I don't care. Like, this is garbage.
Whoa.
But
you sound like
we love it.
I do.
Remember all the laughing?
I love it, but it's a toy,
It made you woke. You used to be racist, bro. Like,
true, bro.
Fixed you.
YouTube made me racist, but Reddit saved my soul.
Think about the girls you fuck now that you're not racist. That's on Reddit, bro.
So I know you're like. So do you have any Reddit friends? Like, now, since you're a moderator, do you have like any buddies?
All that new weird shit you beat off to for the last like 10 years. That's Reddit, bro.
That part's true.
You have to protect this.
Do I have? No, I don't have any Reddit friends.
Where else will you read your incest sex stories?
It's so funny that
no, I want to know.
I don't. First of all, I don't read them. I write them. It's completely different.
That's
process.
the sub he moderates. He moderates ghost blowjobs.
When I first met my girlfriend, she didn't know anything about Reddit, and like she was trying to find shit out about me. I have like zero social media presence.
I would have never even brought this up. Can't believe you're bringing it up.
And she was trying to find my Reddit. She was trying to find my Reddit, and then I explained to her, I was like, do you know how fucking impossible it is to like think like, unless someone puts their name on it, how the fuck are you going to find someone's Reddit? Anyways.
And I thought you were sharing a different story.
No.
Glad you didn't.
I don't know what story you're talking about, but I'm
me
scared
neither.
now.
Man, me neither.
I'm curious. My
Yeah.
interest is
No,
piqued.
you let her like use your phone at one point. She went through subreddits. She just had like weird.
Oh.
And she's like, "What?" And you're like, "Oh, that's because I was just looking."
No, I used to fucking...
That makes it sound way worse than it is. Everyone's
Right,
thinking the
exactly.
same thing right now, and that's not what it is. Those subreddits don't exist, actually. But
No,
it
but I was
still-
just that. Well, I don't know what you're thinking now. Now no one knows what we're thinking. No, I've talked about that. I talked about how I like had a fucking subreddit that I deleted a long time ago, and I was like, that's good because it was just toxic.
taking up your time.
But even before that,
I got off the phone. I had to delete this. It was taking up too much of my time.
it was just like, no, I was literally like waking up in the morning and like eating breakfast and being like, I guess I'll look at that too. And I was like, what am I doing?
You know, the truth is, I firmly believe that actually, like, whacking off is porn and all that absolutely could be an addiction. I'm not addicted, but I could look back at, like, you know, certain nights of my life. I'm like, well, that night I sure was addicted. I think that night I may have had a problem.
Fuck it.
Hey, I may have had a couple of weekends. You know, like it's like a 3-day bender. Literally, shit was bent.
one of those Vivance nights.
Yeah, you're snorting Adderall.
Yeah.
5 ounces of blunt,
for
5
5
ounces
hours
of
straight.
blunt and a G Fuel got me whacking off. Got me whacking off for a day straight.
He's in the doom,
And I ain't even
on the
gonna-
doom scroll.
The doom scroll. Oh my god, that's the goon scroll. Everything I'm saying is part of an interactive art experience and is not actually true. I hope you guys enjoy that. Here's a message from the sponsors.
There you go. They dropped it. Finally, right where we told them to.
Yeah, I know. This is so funny. There's Planters. Miller High Life and Planters got a nut mobile. They did that on purpose, right?
Come on, yeah, that's what I thought.
R
It's a big
slash
peanut.
they
Yeah, they were like, yeah, they definitely knew what they were doing with that one.
Yeah, they knew.
Yeah.
They knew.
There's nothing really to say about it other than they called it the Nutmobile. I mean,
No, that's it, guys. It's a fucking big peanut, and then it's like it's the Nutmobile. There's not much else to say. If they make fucking jogging pants, we'll let y'all know.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You know what fell off?
We'll let y'all know because Lynch will be wearing them on the podcast.
Yeah.
So everyone knows, by the way, that if I had a final meal, I'm choosing cereal.
That's true. Yeah.
And I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, of course. But I'm going to give this group of cereal the S tier ranking because there's this element of rarity to it where sometimes, you know, you got this great item. I've been playing a lot of Diablo. You're going to pick up on that. You can find a rare item and it's a legendary item, you know, and it's great, or, you know, it's like a top tier, like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You know what you're getting. And then sometimes you get like an item that's like, you know, it's an ancestral one. And maybe there's some positives, some hard positives, but hard negatives too
Like
to it.
honeycomb.
No, I'm talking like Booberry and Frankenberry. These to me were always rare because they weren't like at the big stores that I would go to when I would go to the US, and they're not common
that's like
in Quebec.
some Plattsburgh shit.
That's that Plattsburgh shit, and you got to pull up to fucking Hannaford to get this.
Oh shit!
Like you're not getting this at Wally World. So I'm like the
Shout out
Count
to
Chocolate is
Hannaford.
great, Blueberry's great, Frankenberry's great. They have that wolf one, the werewolf one. I never really like fucked with it before. I don't think I even got it because I think that came out like within the last decade. But now they got this. Oh, I'm wrong because this is the first time in 35 years Carmela Creeper, the Minnesota-based cereal maker, added a new monster to the classic lineup of monster cereals. Frankenberry, Blueberry, Count Chocula. Oh, Fruit Brute. Never had Fruit Brute. That's the werewolf one. I've had Yummy
Your
Mum.
fragile masculinity couldn't handle being a fruit brute.
I am. Yo, that'd be such a sick rap name if I rapped about blowing ghosts.
That was
If I was gonna blow a ghost, it'd be the blueberry ghost.
Your first one was like vaguely Russian there, sort of.
Was it?
Yeah, it didn't hit like the ghost voice. Hit more like Boris voice.
Very Milosh of me. Yeah, these cereals, I love these. And I can't believe this is the first time in 35 years. It's Carmella Creeper and it's caramel apple. And what's so crazy about this, I'm gonna tie it all back to Cinnamon Toast Crunches. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is like S tier cereal. And I'm so off the artificial apple flavor that I don't like the apple version of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I bought that cereal and it's everything about it is perfect.
You're being so sexist right now. It's crazy. Carmella Creeper?
Apples?
You're just out on Carmella Creeper because it's a woman on the box? What's up with that?
To be honest with you, dude, I would not gender any of these. I wouldn't gender the Yummy Mummy. I don't even know if I would gender Blueberry.
I wouldn't even use gendered language right now.
I feel fucked up.
Interesting.
I feel like I'm on a boat right now. I feel like I'm rocking back and forth on a boat, getting blown by a ghost.
You're on that second energy drink.
Yeah. So you're off.
My foot's sleeping and I'm shitting myself a little.
So you're off fake apple, like your Apple Jacks. You won't even fuck with that.
Yeah,
I would absolutely try this. And Apple Jacks never tasted like apples. Don't they say that?
Like
was that the line about it? Was
No.
that they were like, doesn't even taste like apples? Or am I making that?
I don't think that's what they were saying. I think they have apples on
What'd
the
they
box. I
say?
think they had an apple on the
Were
box.
they like, gotta have my Jacks?
Maybe. Fucking everything you said sounds right.
I know what.
Just keep talking.
What kind of fake existence can I think up in my head that I think would really happen in the 90s? Because whenever I think about the 90s now, it reminds me of the back rooms. Are you familiar with the back rooms, Donnie?
I'm familiar with the casting couch.
You sick son of a bitch, whacking off on Reddit. This guy doesn't even shut down the subreddit because he's whacking off. Yeah, the back rooms are like that spooky shit. Lynch, do you know the back rooms?
No.
Hey, by the way, the Apple Jack slogan is "We eat what we like."
That wasn't it.
I don't like slogans at all because that sounded racist. We had our jerky, and I remember they came up with "Food is epic" or "Food is always epic," and I was like, "Bro, this is the dumbest shit." Food is always epic. The fuck? No, it's not.
You're like, then how
epic,
how are we special?
Time wouldn't be an epic meal time,
Right?
And I remember like being bit like I thought it was, but I've been looking at slogans more than ever now. Dumb as shit. They're so dumb. Like I'm loving it. It's obviously a good one. We think of the song, we think of "Have It Your Way." Like it's pretty straightforward. Eat fresh. That's a good one. That's a good one. But when I was in
Remember on The Office? I didn't say Subway.
Shut the fuck up. That's the slogan.
Finger licking good,
Epic
right?
mealtime. All these bitches.
Yeah.
Listen to Wendy's. You know when it's real.
Yeah, they didn't lean into that one.
Honestly, that I feel
Applebee's eating good in the neighborhood.
Well, that's fire.
You
That's
like that?
That sounds racist.
They just dropped a bar. Honestly,
That sounds
that's a bar.
racist.
That's the beginning of their rap. Honestly,
I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like
good
that
in the
one.
neighborhood sounds. It's a fire.
Wendy's,
tagline.
I feel sexually assaulted by that.
Wendy's is headshotting all their competitors with that. That's just a shot. That's
That
like
it's all about the competitors, and you don't need to do that, bro. What about Dairy Queen? Happy tastes good.
No,
That's
Like that's
debatable.
on the same level as Food is always epic. Like that's fucking dumb. You know which one I like?
wow.
Chick-fil-A. It's eat more chicken, but more is MOR and chicken is CHIKIN. And remember, it's the cows painting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it was always the cows trying to get you
Right,
to eat
right,
chicken.
right.
Mm.
That's like a fucking Jack Astor's chalkboard picture.
How about this one though? I like this. We have the meats. Arby's.
The Arby's, yeah.
We have the meats. Like that's perfect level of fucking stupid fast food for your stupid slogan for your stupid,
we have a slogan. We don't really say it.
We make your dreams come true and we eat them.
Next time we eat a gun.
Then we eat them. That's literally it. That's the slogan.
That was like the day the channel was made. I put that down.
That's literally it. So
Sonic, listen to Sonic. This is how we Sonic. Fucking dumb.
We can do whatever so honestly, Sonic can
Fucking
say anything.
dumb.
People are still gonna go because it's the cheapest.
What about JG Wentworth? It's my money and I want it now.
No.
Sure.
Hey. Fire. Carmela Creeper, this little bitch out here with the caramel apple cereal. I'm still gonna taste it though. 100% I'm gonna taste
I've
it.
listened to you. She got her headphones on. So basically, Julie's on this box of cereal right now.
Yeah.
Julie at the gym.
You know, I actually did watch Monsters High for a minute. That show was jokes. It was
Monsters
chill.
High?
Yeah, it was like a kids show with like literally like it's like girls in high school, but they were like monsters. And my ex watched it. That sounds like I'm dating a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
But no, there was like a video game for it too on the browser. It was jokes. But anyways, Carmela Creeper looks like she's graduating from Monsters High. Graduating in attitude.
You
know what
fuck
I mean?
with Clone High?
Not since like back.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. What about undergrads?
What about Heartbreak, huh?
Remember undergrads? You
No.
do. Yeah, you
do, but I don't.
You will. I see you typing.
Yeah, don't look at me type, bro.
Undergrads, dude, with knits and fucking
Not enough. Like I don't know, undergrad's enough.
I watched so much of that shit.
What about Heartbreak High though? Come on, guys.
What is that crap?
Don't be stupid.
That's not hitting.
Heartbreak High?
Yo.
Heartbreak High. Wait, no. Are you thinking about the right show, Lynch? Are you thinking about Breaker High?
I'm thinking of Breaker High.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Breaker High.
I remember when I was actually in Vancouver.
I used to make fun of that show.
Yeah, me too.
That was like my reference point for a shit show. I was like, oh, what is this, Breaker High?
But like that came on like and it was just there was nothing else at that time. It was like late at night. It's on YTV or whatever. I'd watch the show.
7.
Ryan Gosling was on it, and he was like a bully loser on it. He was like a dork, like a nerdy guy that got no bitches. So what happened was I was in Vancouver with Lynch, and I was at the mall. And I was standing there, and I don't even know if, Lynch, if you were actually with me at this time, but all across the mall, standing in front of a store, waiting for his girlfriend, I think, who'd just gone in, was the guy from Breaker High. And I knew him. I recognized it right away because the show was always on, and it was Ryan Gosling. And he's standing there, and so I only know him as the nerd loser from Breaker High, but he's leaning up against the store, like front, and he's got this leather jacket on, and a white t-shirt, and he's looking so fresh, and he's got
Looks
like
cool as shit.
He's got mousse in his hair, and he's like leaning, like with his arms crossed, posted up, and his hair like keeps like falling, and he keeps like pushing it back and doing like a little ear tuck with it, and then like in like 20 seconds it would fall slowly again. And I'm like,
I'm chubbing up over here.
I'm like, this is the fucking coolest motherfucker ever. And I remember sitting there and staring, and I swear there was like energy coming off. I could, like, he was a star. He was a fucking star. And I was looking at him, I was like, man, this guy's cool as hell. And what's so crazy about it? Was he cool? That's an actor. He's just acting. He was acting cool. And when you act cool, that's not actually that cool. Acting cool isn't cool. Just being cool. And I don't know if he was being cool or acting cool, but if he was actually that cool, it was exuding energy, or he was acting so cool. It caught me believe he was exuding that energy. All that to say, I wanted to suck him off like I was some ghost in Ghostbusters.
Try to get his number. I bet you could like 6 degrees of separation Ryan Gosling's phone number.
What's weird about it is that they only had one season. What's up with that?
That's insane. Tell me it was like a 20
one season.
episode season.
Not even that. 44
episodes.
Yeah.
I hate to
Good
tell you
update.
guys, I think you had 5 seasons.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like,
I think you
TV
had
was-
5 seasons of the show.
TV was wild back in the day.
Yeah, TV was wild. Fuck.
They were
But
like-
that's happened to us a few
Bro,
times.
movies
That
are
happened to
crazy
us-
too. We had Tom Cruise sucking tits,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
asking for the money.
Now all we get is MCU movies and 1,000 Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch them though. Stop fucking. Everyone complains and then they go see them. Like, stop fucking watching them then.
I'm
Shut up.
Going.
Don't watch it.
No, the thing is, like I saw it was. Did I talk about this Napoleon Dynamite?
No.
No.
You don't remember me talking to you about Napoleon Dynamite? No, it was.
I
I saw
remember
this
you
clip.
saying something last episode about shorts being very Napoleon Dynamite.
No, there was this. It was a clip, and it was a weird clip. Maybe because I saw myself in it. It was like, John Hader, whatever his name was,
Bill
Napoleon
Hader?
Dynamite.
Oh.
No, Napoleon Dynamite and Pedro
Yeah.
and the Uncle Rico, who was in
Yeah.
White Lotus. Actually, he was the one who was with the hilarious middle-aged blonde woman. What was her name? Which you saw White Lotus.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's Uncle Rico.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
So he, all 3 of them are on stage. It looks like they're at some event, and Napoleon Dynamite's like actually kind of dressed like Napoleon Dynamite a bit. And they're there, and like it just picks up. I don't know the context, but it's this fan. He's like, "Yeah, I just want to say, if you guys are gonna do, don't do another Napoleon Dynamite movie. It was good, loved it. Don't do another one. Don't ruin it." And it was like this awkward moment. It's not why I brought it up, but I want to touch on that for a second. It was like awkward moment as he's there dressed like Napoleon Dynamite with probably tater tots in his pocket to like sell the bit. And this guy's like, "Yeah, it was great. Stop. Don't do it." And they're up there and they're like, wait, what if we, and they're kind of like semi pitching this random guy who said that. And that was like, it was like a weird moment. I don't have the full context, but it was just like a weird moment. And I was like, damn, this is like me if I'm up there with like Muscles glasses on. I got like bacon and maple syrup in my pocket. And someone's like, "Yeah, it was great. Don't do that anymore." And I'm like, "Wait, should I drink Jack Daniels? Should I drink the Jack Daniels?"
You were like, we're just about to.
It's like just like weird vibe. But I thought about that guy. He was like, "Yeah, don't make a second one. Cause don't ruin it." And I'm like, "What are you, fucking stupid? Why would you tell people not make another movie if you like the movie? And if you don't like the second one or that it ever existed, just don't watch it. But why you gotta ruin it for me? Because I don't really want a Napoleon Dynamite 2, but I'll fucking tell you that in some Wednesday from now, when I'm at home on 2 p.m. on that Wednesday and I'm stoned, and
Get a
this
job.
Napoleon Dynamite 2 shows up on Netflix or whatever streaming service I'm on, I'm going to be fucking happy it's there. And I'm going to watch that shit, whether it's good or not. I will enjoy that experience and be happy that I got to watch that. Sometimes I'm just happy when I see a movie and I'm like, this is the vibe. And I click it and it is the vibe. And maybe it's a shit movie, but it was the vibe. And I want that. And I don't even like saying vibe. See what you made me do? Random person from your TikTok. Don't tell them not to make their art. They should make Napoleon Dynamite too. I think like anytime, if someone right now is like, "Yeah, we're going to remake, they're remaking Harry Potter, by the way, on HBO, apparently. The books.
Too soon.
Well, hold on.
Isn't that crazy? But I don't fucking care.
Did you go see Dumb and Dumber too?
No.
No.
Wow. Me neither.
But I saw Dumb and Dumberer.
I did not.
What's that? The prequel?
It's the one that came out like close to Dumb and Dumber.
The prequel?
And it didn't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how Harry met Lloyd or whatever.
It's like impossible to recapture what happened in that movie ever, unless they did it right away. Sorry, I didn't mean only because you're bringing up sequels that I didn't see, and I'm like, there's a movie that I loved, will love forever, classic banger, always going to be a good movie. Like it will probably stand the test of time until the Water Wars hit, and they just dropped the second one, and none of us watched it. Literally none of us. This is our childhood. Literally,
Wait,
the actors.
well, hold on. You're saying Dumb and Dumber 2?
Yeah,
Or you're saying
There's Dumb and Dumber 2 and there was Dumb and Dumber.
I'm saying Dumb and Dumber 2. Prequel you can't even count because
which one was? I might have seen 2. I might have seen 2 because I was seeing them fucking all back then. You know what's funny? I watched Ace Ventura probably 100 times.
Yeah.
And I watched Ace Ventura 2.
First movie I saw.
Once.
Ace Ventura.
The first movie you saw was Ace Ventura?
I'm pretty sure it's
What
the
a
first
fire movie.
Yeah.
That's the first movie you saw?
Pretty sure, yeah. I saw it with Houston and Toronto.
I think
I
the
used
first
to always
movie
see
I
banger
saw.
movies with Houston and Toronto.
Yeah.
I think the first movie I saw was Hot Shots.
Part 2?
No, I think Part 2 was already we were already older.
That's interesting.
I'm like tripping. I'm kind of tripping out a little bit.
Wow.
Because I like.
Are you spinning again?
I had eBay there.
Yeah.
In your head?
And I ordered this case of Prime Energy. No, I'm kidding. And like the last thing I bought were these 2 comics.
Yeah, 1991.
Like these #1 issues, like collector's items of these Batman comics.
Dude.
And I don't remember
Buy
ever
me
buying
something.
those.
Yeah.
And then I see the stuff that I did buy, because right after that, it's like I bought like a equipment dumbbell gym rack for my action figures. And I bought a Michelangelo action figure. I bought a furniture table, desk, and chair for my action figures.
This
That's
is
me.
all Toronto for sure.
I got
Yo.
a weapon display stand. But these ones, like these comics, like, I don't remember. I got to ask Amir.
Marlon stole them.
Because sometimes I'll be like, yo, Amir, remember, did I put this comic? He'll be like, remember? Yeah, you had your card and you were all fucked up and said you wanted, and I told you not to, but you said that you were, and I was like, well, where are they? And he's like, well, that's it. You delivered it to a mysterious, and I was like, when is this? When did this fucking happen to me?
I have a funny eBay story from way back in the day, like literally 2003.
Yeah.
My dad's girlfriend at the time, total fucking boomer move, is like, oh, I found a great deal on patio furniture on eBay. Like, you know, fucking they were like reading about eBay in Time magazine or whatever.
$14.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shows up. Obviously, it's a fucking miniature, like, dollhouse set patio furniture.
And where are they?
What do you mean? Where are they? They're in her pocket right now, probably.
Because I actually use those.
Yeah, no, dude, this was 2003. You're asking me. This.
So they threw it out?
What is going to be like the millennial move for us? Like boomers, we all know. Like
The millennial move
I
is
can tell you,
fucking-
boomer, like my mom, like for the life of her, can't figure out how to like switch the camera on FaceTime from forward to backwards.
Oh my god, yeah.
I
So
wanna
they're flipping
break
the phone.
That goddamn phone. Every
Yeah,
boomer
yeah.
I know has like it's impossible for them to figure out how to get the
Right.
camera on the person. Like those
Your
people-
mom is particularly bad, though.
I
Mine is just as
lots
bad.
of. I think it's very boomer to be very like not have the capacity to frame up
Dude,
something on a
the
phone.
millennial fuck up is Bitcoin.
No.
Hey, I like mine.
No, one of the things where like my daughter's gonna be laughing at all of us being like, "Wow,
Crypto.
you're such a millennial," you know.
Bored
like-
ape.
No, that happens now. Things happen now that I'm like, this is very millennial.
I heard the funniest one, and it actually
Anxiety.
I can't unnotice it now, and it's like so true. It's like the difference between a millennial and a Zoomer making a video that they post online. There's
Oh,
always
yeah.
this extra second of like a millennial setting up their like they set it, then they're like, okay, I'm gonna go now, and they leave that part in.
Yeah.
I can't unsee it. It's so correct. It's the most correct thing I've ever fucking seen. It kills me.
Yeah.
It really is. It's like actually true.
I have a very hard time. Saying out loud that I think Zoomers are a funnier generation than millennials. And I even think the generation before millennials are funnier than millennials. And this hurts for me to say because I think my job is involves me mostly trying to be a funny millennial. And I think the generation before us and after us are funnier. How do you feel about that? How do you feel
I
about
think the generation before us.
Because
is
the
just
hot take about that is the Zoomer stuff. Like, do you find that funny? I always loved random bullshit. And I see some TikToks and I'm like, fuck, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
I think we might have been born in the right generation, to be honest with you.
yeah,
That's not what I'm saying.
Maybe a bit late. Maybe a bit
Bro,
late.
Zoomers are fucking stupid, bro. They're fucking idiots. That's why they're so funny to me. They are. That's why there's so people are gonna be like, Harley's on blow on this.
You know what? I don't really hang out with. I don't really like think about Zoomers like that because it really just isn't. I don't like consider Zoomers, to be honest with you. I only can think about.
You're not like me, bro. You ain't never fucked a Zoomer, bro.
That's true. That is a fact. That is an actual fact.
Yeah.
You never fucked a guy Zoomer either.
That's true.
That's a double I got on you.
You never gooned a Zoomer.
You've never been gooned by a Zoomer.
I don't know, bro. Listen, you know what? There's some funny Zoomers, there's some funny Boomers, and there's some funny Millennials. So,
Would you goon a Zoomer for a loony? Or would you let a boomer goon you for a toonie?
Tell me.
Tell me, would you let a Zoomer goon you for a toonie? Or would you rather goon a boomer for a loony?
That was the Binge Eater podcast. Thank you.
Thank you very much for listening. Actually, you guys are all awesome. Seriously, trust no one except for us. Stay hydrated. Leave a comment. Actually, you should share this with your boys and stuff. Post this on subreddits. I don't know what subreddits you guys go to if you're listening, but if you got some, you should share it there. I feel like people could like this. I don't know. What do I know? I just got gooned by a boomer. Okay, peace.